This is a topic that I didn't see many people speak on, but shout out to those who did talk about it. And once you find out the details of the story, you can understand why many people didn't talk about it. It's not because they didn't want to, or maybe it was some people that it was too much for them to talk about. But in some cases, it's because the story was entirely too brutal. And I actually brought it up to my coworkers earlier today about what happened, and they didn't even know about it. And this event that I'm about to talk about happened almost a month ago. It happened on July 18th. So basically, on the right, you have the picture of a young black girl by the name of Dorika Awamana. Hopefully I'm pronouncing her name correctly. And on the left, you have this sick savage by the name of Terry Wayne King. Dorika is a 12-year-old girl living in Fort Worth, Texas, and she was on her way to the bus stop, to get ready to, I guess, go and do what she had to do. Now, let me go back a little bit. This didn't happen in July. The story was reported in July, but the event itself happened in April. So she was on her way to the bus stop to get ready to go to school. When out of nowhere, this man, I can't even call him a man after what he did. This monster by the name of Terry Wayne King, who was 35 years old, just randomly out of the blue, just brutally attacked this girl, involving strangling her. He did so much damage to this girl that she had to get, or have to, be put down to get a heart transplant. He beat her so bad that she had to get a brand new heart, which means I'm almost certain that while in the process of strangling her, he had to have hit her a few times to the chest. Now, at 12 years old, she's still developing, but still at the same time, all those blows to the chest like that can render anybody useless, especially, if they can't take those kind of hits. And this is a 35-year-old individual attacking a 12-year-old girl. Now, this goes back to the whole soft target thing that I was talking about. Women, black children, whether it's a boy or a girl, and a man or a woman, they know who the soft target is. And it sounds to me like this girl was probably by herself, because I highly doubt anybody would let this happen to her if anybody else was around. And now if it was another child there, then there's not really much that they could have done. Because remember what happened with Tamir Rice. When he was killed by those cops, the only other person that was there was his sister, and they ended up, and what they did to her is they ended up putting her on the ground like they was about to arrest her. So it wasn't so much that she could do. But they know who to go after. That's why a lot of black parents, please don't let your kids just wander off on their own. If you tell your child to go to the store or something like that, I don't care if the store happens to be up the street, go with them. Remember what happened with that individual down in Florida. He felt the need to go after this black woman because of a handicap spot, until her boyfriend came out and got in his face and he got scared, and that's why he shot him. Because if he was really scared of that black woman, he would have pulled out the gun and shot her. But he only went after her the way that he did because he felt she was a soft target. And he went after, and like this guy went after her because she was a soft target and she was alone. If she had like an older brother there, or an uncle, or her dad, he wouldn't have done that. He wouldn't have. See, quiet as it's kept, these bigots are scared to death of black men, especially those who present themselves in a very for them it would be threatening way, but for us it's in a more alpha male type of way. That's why a lot of them can't even talk to us in a civilized way, because they're scared of our tone. It's something about our presence that just takes over a room. Like a presence, it's like, I don't know how to really describe it. It's just something that exudes naturally without even having to try. Well, one good thing did come out of this story, and it just came out. This young girl ended up getting the heart that she needed. She ended up getting the heart transplant recently. And she's currently still in the hospital, but she's recovering, which is a good thing. As for this piece of shit right here, I don't know why it took so long for them to, to arrest him for something that happened back in April. Like, this happened April 19th, and y'all arrested him. The story came out in July, about 3 months? Let's see, April, May, June, July, maybe 3 months later, and it took you 3 months to arrest this guy after he damn near killed this girl. This girl could have died. She's very lucky to be alive. You have to be a heartless piece of shit to do something like this to a child. First off, it's not even the fact that I don't care if he knew the child or not. You just randomly went up to this girl and said, oh, I'm going to just go put my hands on her, and if I'm lucky, maybe I'll kill her. He strangled and beat this girl and caused her to have to get a brand new heart because of it. That is some savage shit there, and they say that we are evil and that we are wicked. Let the media tell it. That's why I call the media lamestream, because it is. They report whatever they want to, and they'll spin it into whatever narrative they feel they need to in order to get ratings and views, because at the end of the day, they're trying to line their pockets. I hope that they do not allow this piece of shit back onto the streets ever again. He needs to die in that prison. Simple as that. And they need to put him in Gen Pop. Don't try to give him any kind of police custody or any type of protection. None of that. He needs to go down for what he did. Y'all let me know what you think about this story down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. The links to the PayPal and Patreon will be down below. I'll talk to you in the next one.